Very few people are able to conceive the world as it is, and that is not very surprising because the world is complicated. Most people has a big need to simplify in order to be able to draw exact conclusions. And so is the fact when it comes to viewing future developments concerning opinions and attitudes on religious issues. Skeptics who often have a right-wing political view are likely to believe that most Muslims in Europe will become more fanatic as times go by, whereas people on the other side of the political scale tends to think that Muslims in general will be more secular in future. For practical purposes, Muslims may be divided into 5 groups: secular, moderate, conservative, Islamist, and a probably quite big don't know group, people who have no firm attitudes to the religion's role in society. There are pretty good reasons to believe that the last mentioned group is in particular important regarding future beliefs concerning the state-religion question. 2 tendencies will probably be at work in future. Some of the don't know Muslims probably will be more in line with the majority populations in Europe regarding the state religion question. Other Muslims, and not the least some youngsters among the don't know group, will most likely take an opposite viewpoint, and some will be radicalized as a counterbalance to the Western societies which these youngsters more and more regard as decadent and immoral. How strong these tendencies will be will partly depend on numbers of future immigrants and partly on the content and character of the integration process. It's likely that the European societies will be more segregated if the integration process is characterized by increased polarization. The driving forces behind the process of polarization consist of 2 basic elements: the strong emphasis on integration problems by the right-wing people, and the denial that such problems exist by the left-wing people. It's very likely that increased polarization tends to move the majority of people in a right-wing direction because quite many people listen more to those who overstate problems compared to those who deny problems. Success concerning the policy of integration of Muslims into European societies is dependent on limited future immigration and dependent on integration policies creating a relatively low degree of polarization.